in this, but I'm just trying to, you know, make things clearer a little bit to you. Okay. Okay. No. I'm not going to even do that. It's just going to be PQ minus PQ. So P and Q is common. So it's going to be PQ out. When you take PQ out, you're left with a P. And when you take PQ out, you're left with a -1. And do you know why it's a -1? Because what you're actually doing in essence is you're dividing this term by the factor you've taken out. So PQ divided by PQ will leave us with P. And PQ, well, minus PQ divided by PQ will leave us with a -1. And that is the simplified form of that expression. Another case, x squared y cubed minus 2x squared plus 4. All right. Interesting question, really, because there is basically nothing common to each of these terms. Nothing is common to all of them. So I'm just going to put a 2 here, and I'm going to put a 4xy here. Brilliant question now. Oh, not really so brilliant, but yes, it's perfect. It's something we can play with. Is it? Yes. What is common to these three terms? I can see 2 here, I can see 2 here, and I know very much that 2 is a factor of 4. So 2 is equally here as well. So 2 can come out. So it becomes 2 into bracket x squared y cubed minus x squared, because when you divide this by 2, you're left with minus x squared, and you've got, when you divide this by 2, you've got plus 2xy. So this 2 is multiplying every other thing, but it's outside now, isn't it? What else is common to each of these terms? I can see x in all of them, so x is common. So 2x into, when you divide this by x, you're left with xy cubed. When you divide this by x, you're left with minus x. When you divide this by x, you're left with plus 2y. Is anything else common to the three of them? No. So this is the simplified form we can ever have for these guys. We cannot go further. So this is the simplified version. Final question is 2x plus 4y divided by x plus 2y. Now, when you're given a question like this, you need to understand that you should simplify the numerator first and then simplify the denominator before anything else. So we're going to start by simplifying both the numerator and denominator separately. What's common to the numerator terms, 2x and 4y? X is not common to both, y is not common to both, but I can see that a 2 is common to both. So it's going to be 2 into, when you divide this by 2, you're left with x. When you divide this plus 4y by 2, you're left with plus 2y. What's common to x and 2y? Nothing except 1. So I can bring out 1 if I like. Okay, x plus 2y. Normally, I don't need to bring up 1 because 1 is always a factor, it's always there. We might not see it, but it's always there. Now you've got 2 times x plus 2y over 1 plus x, 1 into x plus 2y. X plus 2y is the same as x plus 2y at the numerator and denominator. So it's the same thing. It can cancel. It's just like you've got 2a over a. A can cancel, right? This is the same, so it should cancel. So your answer here now is just 2. 2 over 1. 2 over 1 is 2. You don't need to write it over 1. Now, that is what we mean by simplification. You simplify till you get something that is simplified enough. Now that you've learned about substitution, you've learned about simplification, now let's look at expansion. Now, what do I mean by expansion? Expansion. Now, if you have a bracket and you want to have your full expression without a bracket, that's expansion. For instance, 2 into bracket x plus y plus z. If I want to expand this, this will be, you have to eliminate the bracket, and to eliminate the bracket, you must